I just want you guys to know that I put on shorts specifically for the making of this video. So nowadays we see a whole ton of people getting a whole bunch of tattoos, and all of them have different meanings to every person. So personally, like, every tattoo that we have has a whole ton of meaning and everything, and currently we have 14 tattoos. So today I wanted to show you guys what they're all about. Alright, this is probably going to be really awkward for everybody here, but I'm going to show you the ones on my ankles, so I'm just going to lift up my leg here. So this one right here, and then this one on the other side, were the first two that we got. The ones on our ankles here, oh, it's really hard to show you the inside ones. Yeah! Figuring out angles. We have 4 on each ankle, and these ones all pertain to the regions that you see inside of our system. All of them are unique except for there's doubles of these ones here, because these ones are for the people who don't live in any specific region. So here we've got the West, the unaffiliated. This one's for people who split off of me and we still have yet to decide what we want for our rune. So in the meantime, we just put a blank square just as a placeholder. And this one here is the far West. Now on the other ankle, we've got the East, another unaffiliated. This one's for people who split off of Parsifal, who have yet to also figure out their rune. And then this one right here, which is the far East. Now these ones were some of the first ones we got. We got the East and West first, but then we switched over to the one on our calf, which is going to be even more interesting to figure out how to show you guys. Let's see if I can lift it up like this. Oh, heck yes, there it be. This is what is on our calf here. We got that done about probably 9 months ago. It's a head with branches. What an angle. And this one was actually inspired by the Dissociative Living Partnership, which is a really, really nice foundation for people with DID to get these little cards that are like notices you can put in your wallet in case of emergencies. Like if you need some help, you can just pull that out and show that to whoever's around. And then you can just get the help that you need if that's something that you can get. It's really nice, it's for free. We got one in our wallet and it is the best. But their logo looks like this. And we thought that was just the coolest concept flippin' ever. A head with branches, kind of like showing the different altars and different pathways that are being formed. That's like a really cool thing to be kind of symbolic about DID and everything. So we figured we'd get something like that. But that logo specifically, it seems kind of, you know, like a graphic design thing, like something that'd be perfect for a logo, but maybe not perfect for a tattoo. So Nova decided to make a print of this, like kind of in his own art style, in an art style that pertains to all of us. And then we got that tattooed on our calf. And he took the appointment for us, and that was really nice because tattoos kind of hurts a little bit. And it was really nice of him to take that for us because, I don't know, that's a pretty big one personally. That's like 3 inches by like 5 inches almost. Well, maybe not that. I mean, just looking at my leg, it takes up most of the calf, and I'm just like, that's a lot of ink. But he took that, and I'm really thankful for that. So those are the first ones that we got. Most of these can be kind of covered if we need to be like professional for a business interview or if we need to go do something fancy. But these next ones are a different story. We actually managed to catch on film the process of when we were getting them done. So if people are uncomfortable with needles, please skip ahead like probably about 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then we can show you the process of getting these done. Alright guys, you get to see me, well, Parsifal. You get to see Parsifal get tattooed on camera. Here we go. I'm gonna make a little compilation of this. Let's get to it. Okay, so now that you've seen us get stabbed repeatedly with a needle, I wanted to talk about a little bit more about what these things actually mean. So these things, they kind of look like scribbly little dudes. These are actually something called water bears. Now, water bears are microscopic little life forms, little creatures, little dudes. They have 8 legs, They kind of look vaguely like bears, and they're probably one of the most indestructible things on the planet. You can freeze them solid, you can dry them up and have them be without water for years, you can launch them into space, and these things will still survive once you put them back in their environment. And they're just so indestructible. So we decided to get 3 of these for every time in our life that we could have died and just kept going. So these are just a reminder to be strong and indestructible like the water bears, and just to be tough. Even though they look like squishy little dudes that feed off of algae, they're hardcore as heck. And turning over to the last ones that we've got our veins tattooed. That is a weird angle. There we go. They're really cool. Right here you see we have a cat scratch, courtesy of Thick Boy, and the lady couldn't tattoo over it, so we're just gonna get that touched up once it heals. But we carry some pretty significant memories of trauma in our wrists. Like, we always hated having them touched. And after here's a little trigger warning for self-harm. Dante had made a couple of cuts on one of our wrists, and they didn't feel as sensitive once they had scabs on them. And he was like, that's really interesting. I wonder if there's something else that we could do to make this more permanent. Because, little self-harm scratches don't really last very long. They heal in a couple of weeks because, really light. But Parsifal decided to do something a lot more extreme. These were his doing. These were all 100% him. He was like, why don't we get our veins tattooed? And everyone was like, are you sure we want to do that? This is something where we carry significant trauma, and you're probably going to be freaking out the whole time as we're getting these things. And he was like, no, this is important, we need to do it. So everyone was like, okay, if you want that, you can get that, but I don't think anybody else is going to want to take that appointment for you. And he was like, no, I'll do it. And took the whole appointment. He got 5 tattoos in one sitting, because we got these bears and the veins done at the same time, as you saw in that compilation. And I was really impressed, honestly. I thought he was going to freak out. In the headspace, he was cursing red, white, and blue. Every curse word in the books, he was shouting it in the headspace as he was getting these wrists done. Oddly enough, this left one right here hurt the most out of all 5 that we got that day. This is supposed to hurt the most here because it's right on the inside of your elbow. That's sensitive and you got a bunch of nerves there. It's called the ditch, and getting your ditch tattooed is hardcore. The lady was like, wow, you're getting that done, and that's hardcore. And we were just like, I don't know, we got some scars there that we'd like to cover up with a reminder to be strong, so let's just do that. And it was really great. So yeah, these are all of our tattoos that we've gotten. If anyone's got any questions about the deeper meanings of anything, we kind of explained it, but we might have some extra words to add on to them. If you'd like to hear them, feel free to ask down below. Turn on that notification bell below there if you'd like to get a notification whenever we post a new video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a great evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Stay safe out there, guys. We'll see you in the next video. So considering that some of my tattoos are water bears, I suppose you could say that I have the right to bear arms.